Yo, what is up, guys? It is your boy Ozzy, and I'm just checking to make sure I've unmuted my microphone. Good stuff. How are you guys doing? Welcome to another Mono Supreme live stream, and it's really great to have everybody on board tonight. But hang on, we're receiving an incoming transmission. Who is this? Who is it? It's no one there. Oh, there we go. Oh, you're trying to read. Oh.
Yeah, I'm trying to read here.
Stan, I think there's something about your face that's different from last time.
What do you mean last time? We haven't done a live stream in 15 years.
Exactly. I think you've let the mustache grow out a bit over the 15 years.
You're right. Hang on. Give me a second.
Go on. Bzzz.
There we
Sonic
go.
Shaver.
Sonic Shaver. Always does the trick.
I'm pretty sure that's how the Doctor shaves. As in, like,
Yes.
Superman uses his heat vision to shave, whereas... which makes no sense, because he can only be cut by kryptonite, and his vision isn't kryptonite, so that makes no sense, but that's how it works in canon, anyway. How are we doing, everybody? Who have we got in the chat today? We've got the Golden Gecko. Great to have you here, man.
We have Emperor of the Daleks. Hello.
I salute you, sir. We've got Devon Hassan, long-time viewer. How you doing?
Hello. We have Renata Walton. I'm hoping I said that right, but I probably didn't. Sorry.
I'm going to start raising this hand because I'm blocking the light on my face. So I'll wave with this hand. Hello. Hello. Oh, we got 4... you know what? That's actually a very, very high number for the Mono Supreme live show. I think the highest we got was like 25 at one point. 25 or 30. But incredible that we got 14 here. I hope you guys have a great time with us tonight. We're going to go through a lot of Doctor Who news, merch news, 60th anniversary news, and a little preview into our Halloween specials, which I think you guys are going to dig. So stick around for all of that. We got the Recruit 1442. That's another Cyberman. We're going to have an army of Cybermen on this stream, I think, yet again.
Nice. Always good to have some Cybermen. As long
strength in numbers.
As long as the Cyber Brig doesn't turn up, you know.
What happened? Did the Cyber Brig explode or what? I can't remember.
I think this. Yes.
Yeah, he exploded himself with bad CGI.
Yes.
God, I don't know what happened there.
CGI.
I'd love to do like a proper like breakdown of like all the CGI in Doctor Who.
Ooh, that'd be quite interesting.
As in, like, I'm not really a CGI artist. I do some 3D stuff on the side, and I do like compositing and stuff in After Effects. But it'd be quite nice to get like I don't know whether you've heard of Corridor Crew, Stan, but they do like the visual effects artists react, where they get like industry professionals to react to CGI and things like that.
Yeah, I've seen Jack Reeves' version of that.
Okay. Oh, has he done something like that?
Yes, but it was mostly making fun of it.
Patent pending. I do want to do something similar to the Corridor stuff, like in terms of Whovians react. Oh shit! Someone's gonna steal my idea. I shouldn't. Okay, so this is the 11th of the 10th, 2023. I patented that idea. So if you steal it, then I'm coming after you. Oh god, what is that? I've not seen that before.
It's Frankenbear.
Frankenbear. So this is kind of a Halloween stream. I think I'm probably going to do another one near a Halloween as well.
Yeah.
But like I said, we're going to preview some of the Halloween stuff we've got coming up this year for spooky season. General Kane. That sounds like a cool name. It's a Cyberman.
Hello.
Did I notice a Paradigm Dalek in the animated series 9 CGI shots of Skaro? You're going to have to send me a screenshot of that, because I frame by framed and analysed like The Witch is Familiar and I never saw it. So if you spotted it and I didn't, then you got a good eye. Yeah, just email that to me if you've got a screenshot or a timestamp or something. Do I have the die-cast Cyberman? I've got the Cyberman, I've got the 2 Daleks, but I do not have the TARDIS. I do want to get that eventually, but it is very expensive. We're going to be talking about merch anyway.
Yes.
What merch have you acquired recently, Stan?
What merch have I acquired recently? Let me have a quick think. So the last thing I got, Doctor Who merch. Oh man, I haven't been getting much, if I'm being fairly honest.
Was it the screwdriver? Or was it one of the last ones?
Well, there was something else. Yeah, I think it might have been the Sonic The Forces of Sonic.
The one that you have and I don't, which I'm very jealous
Yeah.
of. When are they going to come back for pre-order? Because like they said that they were going to list
they
more.
said they did say it was going to be possibly after the 60th.
Oh, okay.
Because they need to remake a whole new line.
They need to order a new batch.
Yes.
They really should have predicted it would have been a big seller.
I mean, I did get something a little bit non-Doctor Who related, but it's still sci-fi. I found a Red Dwarf series.
Oh, nice.
4 or 5 or 6 DVD, which I've been looking for, which was good.
I don't even know whether those are on Blu-ray or not, the Red Dwarf stuff.
Yeah, they are.
Because, I mean, the first, like, the earlier seasons obviously weren't filmed in HD or anything.
Yeah, I know that you can get, like, a Series 1 to 8 box set on Blu-ray.
Interesting. I mean, it's one of those things, like, I'd probably just pirate those. As in, I don't need to buy them. But for people who collect physical media, that's cool.
Yes.
Renetta Walton's going to be making some custom Daleks. Okay, so on this live stream, I always like to show people's work. So if any of you guys have any links to any customs or little YouTube things that you've done, then please send them to the Monosupreme email, or send it to my Twitter, or one of the two. It's monosupremeproductions@gmail.com, all one word, if you want to send in some stuff for us to watch. Always open to looking, but I think we should move on to the we'll get it out of the way. I know you guys are itching to see what we think of these new B&M sets, so let's go to Merch Corner. Alright, let's have a look at what we've got. So, first of all, we're going to go to the controversial one straight away. The Deadly Assassin set. I'll let you take it away, Stan. I don't know what you think of these things.
Okay, so you got the 4th Doctor, which is the only one that I can name, because I've forgotten the other two's names.
Yeah. Chancellor
but the 4th
Barusa. Yeah, go on.
Yes, the 4th Doctor suffers the same mistakes that the 4th Doctor from the Zygon set suffered, which is he looks a bit like a fish. I really like the collars being cast in like kind of what seems to be like a slightly clear plastic. I think that will be really good. One of these does not. I think it's the one on the left does not look very good. The
yeah,
one on
we'll
the
get
into
into that in more detail.
The guy on the right, I recognize immediately from the story. So that face sculpt, the one on the right, is quite good.
Chancellor Goth.
Yes. Yeah, the robes are quite nice, but I don't think this is a set many people wanted. But it will be quite good for customs.
Oh, it'll be fantastic because like the Time Lords are quite sought after and quite hard to get hold of.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, are you gonna pick this up?
Nope.
No.
No.
No. Let me know in the chat before we get on to my extensive thoughts. Are you going to pick this set up? Because I'd be very interested to know how popular this is. Yeah. Hang on, I just got a comment which I just read, which made absolutely no sense. This is that guy who like spammed my Moffat video. Why did you cut your ties with 6 sec? Like, I never cut my ties with 6 sec. Like, I don't know what that means. I've never said a bad word about 6 sec, so there is no beef there whatsoever. So don't get it twisted.
You didn't cut ties with him. You just cut his tie.
I mean, if you're gonna spam a chat again, Gordon, then I'm probably just gonna block you. So like, don't spread rumors that aren't true. So yeah. Anyway, right, let's get back to the character options set now. Oh, where do we start? Like, the Chancellor Goth one is actually pretty good. It does look like the actor who played Chancellor Goth. I wish I remembered his name. So I'm quite happy with that. So, and it's good for, like, customizers. Like, I'm going to pick up an extra one to make a Terran figure from Planet of the Daleks. Because I always wanted a Terran figure, so it's a great opportunity to get one. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
I might get one eventually because I do quite like the colors in it as well. I think, yeah, I mean, it's just up to money for me, and I don't have much, so that's why
Well, they are going to come down eventually because like they're going to order like a decently big batch, and like the general public aren't going to pick these things up. Let's just just get that out of the way. There's nothing really enticing your casual Doctor Who fan to pick this up, really. I mean, it kind of suffers the same mistake that the Zygon one did in the fact that it doesn't include a villain. Like, I always think that you should have a villain in there because, like, they're always a big seller. And I know we've had the Pratt Master a few times, but it would have been nice to see him in this again. Possibly with, like, a new head sculpt or different paint apps or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
I always say to myself that I'll pick these sets up, and then I never do, so...
Oh, I'm a sucker. I always say, I'm never going to pick these up, and then I end up just buying them all anyway. But yeah, I mean, that Fourth Doctor, if you look at, like, the pictures of the actual sculpt from, like, I forgot what the design... Affable Design Limited or something like that. It's a pretty decent likeness in terms of the sculpt, but it's not translated well to figure form. There's been something lost in the translation there. And people say, like, oh, it's the paint, but if you strip the paint, you can see, like, there's no, like, sculpting details there. So it's just, like, the way that they cast these things. That there's just not that much detail in them.
Yes.
Unfortunately. So, I don't know, I may end up getting one and replacing the head with one of the original Fourth Doctor heads, because the casting was a lot sharper on those.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that the paint is quite thick on these, which does remove a few of the details, but as you said, it does kind of just get lost without a lot of paint anyway.
Yeah, I mean, the Tom Baker, it's okay, you know.
Yeah.
I think the initial reaction of like, oh my god, who is this? You can still tell it's Tom Baker. Like, I'm not gonna poo-poo on it completely. But the one that kind of annoys me is the Barusa figure, because that is not Barusa. That is the same head sculpt as the Series 3 Time Lord. Like, it looks nothing like Barusa.
Yeah.
And like, I thought that they said that they couldn't reuse likenesses, so I don't really know what's going on there. And I am quite annoyed by that. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so overall, the Deadly Assassin set, I think I'll pick it up on clearance because it's gonna go down eventually.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely the one that will stay on shelves the most because everyone loves Daleks, so they'll go flying away.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna probably stock up the bronze sets, but we'll get onto that when we get to it. I like the fish face Fourth Doctor. They should make an Auton set, but the box in the window of a shop. Now that's a cool idea. Like a diorama piece as a packaging. That would be really cool. Apparently, we're never going to get the Wheel in Space Cyberman figure, unfortunately.
Yes.
I think maybe it's a case of the prototype wasn't usable, and that's why it never made it to production. So, like, they probably have to make an entirely new sculpt for it, so just is what it is. My god, Gordon Bennett's like so upset that I don't message 6sec. It's like, dude, I have a life outside of YouTube. I wish the Deadly Assassin had the Master and the Fourth Doctor with... Yeah, I wanted like the Fourth Doctor, the Jackulous Fourth Doctor as well.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting them to do, actually. I was expecting the Jackulous Fourth Doctor, the Master, and then maybe one of the Time Lord guards, not even one of these Time Lords.
Yeah. It would have had a little bit of variation, because they kind of do look like 3 of the same... Yeah. You're actually intriguing me now, Gordon. I mean, I'm not going to add any flame to the fire, but if Sec said that in a stream, then I do apologise, but it's nothing personal. I think he is just trolling, though.
Yes, he is.
I have nothing but time for 6sec, so don't get anything twisted. I hope we get a planet set soon, now that the Thals looked sick. Yeah, that would be nice. They do have like the sculpt of Taran now, so they can release a Taran. So who remembers when Al said the Dalek figure would be more accurate to the props? yeah. We all kind of don't really believe anything Al says. I like the guy, but rule number 1, that Al lies. So
who wants a 2013 Cyberman?
I mean, I do, but it's not going to happen.
I don't.
Oh, you're not a fan?
No, definitely not.
Oh, I love the Nightmare of Silver Cybermen. They're one of my favourites.
No. I completely disagree. They're right at the bottom for me. They have just become robots at that stage.
I know, but they look cool. I think they look awesome.
They don't. They just look like Iron Man.
They do. Right. Looking at the Deadly Assassin set packaging, I knew that they were going to do like a blister pack thing, so I am quite happy that it looks nice anyway.
Yeah, well, the packaging for me, I have a big issue with it.
Oh, no, you don't. Go on, what is it?
It's, if you have a look, from when it's sat on a shelf, what's the guy to the far left called?
Barusa.
Barusa.
Yeah, it cuts him off.
Yeah, because of that corner thing. There's a Doctor Who.
I think that's the problem with the packaging.
Yeah, that's why I have an issue with it.
I mean, it's unfortunate, but like the last ones they did, like without the plastic window boxes, the History of Dalek sets, they didn't have like the structural integrity because they didn't have like the corner in like the top right of the packaging. So like the sets would get crushed. That's probably why they've opted for like this window box packaging, because they just get crushed otherwise.
Yeah.
So I can forgive stuff like that. And it is a budget line at the end of the day, so any criticisms we have, you kind of have to take them with a pinch of salt, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's great that we're even getting Doctor Who figures, to be honest.
Still, I mean, in like one of the worst periods in the show's history.
Well,
I mean, obviously it's picking up. It's picking up now, the 60th.
Yeah.
But I mean, like the damage that the Chibnall era did to the show.
I mean,
regardless of whether you like it or not.
A lot of shows now just don't have
Don't have
figures,
as much
really.
merchandise.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a mix of factors, really.
Definitely.
But no, it definitely didn't help that the Jodie era was incredibly inconsistently written.
Yes.
But anyway, we'll save that for a separate video. Alright, so moving on to the next one is the History of Dalek set 15, which is the Renegade Drone and the Renegade Supreme. Go on then, Stan, what are your thoughts right off the bat?
These are... The Daleks are nice. I haven't seen the story in a while, and whenever I have seen it, the only part that I remember is Unlimited Rice Pudding. If that is even this story, I might be getting it confused.
It is this story.
Okay, that's good. For a moment there, I thought it was a different
Unlimited
one.
Rice Pudding?
Yeah, I would have rather for this set we could have gotten a Davros. But I guess there's still a window for that with the Davros and Dalek sets, if they're continue. Yeah, they look fine, but I'm no Dalek expert, so I think I should hand this over to the Dalek expert.
To the Dalek expert. I mean, okay, everybody knows, I'll just get it out of the way, the 80s Dalek figures just aren't accurate because they were completely different builds, so I respect that they're not going to make new sculpts, that's absolutely fine. They are toys at the end of the day, they're not, like, high-end collectibles. I don't know, I think they're okay. I don't really have much to say, like, the Supreme is pretty much a re-release, but just with some new tool in here and there. I think the Supreme looks fine. I think like the only issue on the Supreme is the iris on the eye stalk should be much more prominent, much bigger.
Yes, that does look odd because that is the one thing that I do know.
It doesn't look quite right. I kind of wish that they gave us a new sculpt for the eye stalk. But you know, I guess it is what it is. And the drone, I've seen people complain about the colour. But I kind of think like the previous ones were like a little bit too dark as well, so it just feels like they just can't get like the right compromise for the Renegade figures.
Yeah, I think I quite like this color. I think
I don't mind it. I think it looks.
It might not be the most accurate, but I do think it looks quite good.
I mean, it looks nice as a figure.
Yes.
And I am gonna pick this set up. I'll probably just buy one. I'm not gonna like army build them or anything. Because like I've already got like a load of Renegade Daleks anyway, so I haven't really got a need to. But yeah, it's fine. I think for the price point, it's fine. You know, $24.99 for two decent figures. I'm not gonna complain too much. Yeah, don't really have much to say about this set. But yeah,
Ozzy, can I just say there are 22 people watching now?
That is a very, very good number. We're doing quite well tonight. Thank you guys for all tuning in. And yes, we're going to talk about the Bronze Daleks next. I thought that the new series Dalek set was a bit meh But then you remember how rare the revised sculpt is for army building. That is true, but we'll get on to that. Yeah, I'm a bit annoyed that they skipped Resurrection. I really hope that they get back to it because I loved the Resurrection drones and I really want a properly accurate one.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, I get all my Doctor Who stories muddled up, so I don't even know which one you're on about. But, you know.
Well, those Daleks appeared in Resurrection and Revelation, so like they had 2 opportunities to release those grey Daleks. It's like the same colour as the Five Doctors one, but just like with different headlights and different slats and stuff. Yeah, and different eye stalk.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a missed opportunity, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this set, I definitely like the Bronze Dalek here.
Oh, hang on, I switched screen. Anyway, so got the B&M 2023 History of the Daleks set number 16 and 17, black and gold Daleks. That is a real mouthful. I don't know why they named it like that. Go on, I'll let you take it away. What do you think?
I do think that the paint on the Bronze Dalek looks really neat.
Okay.
I think I do quite like how it's painted. I know that a lot of people don't. And again, it's not very accurate, but it looks nice. Dalek Sec, I think, is kind of just fine, but yeah. There's a classic Stan the Slitheen saying of meh.
Meh.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of a monumental day for Dalek figure collectors, this set, because only America got an accurate Dalek Sec figure.
Oh, okay.
As in, they released it twice in America. One as a single card release and one in a Doomsday set.
Oh, okay.
In 2015, I think. I could be wrong about that. So we finally have a revised Sculpt Dalek Sec, which is pretty amazing. However, there's a little bit of controversy about this because somebody was sent an advanced sample review and the figure is different from the one pictured. I'll get a picture up for you guys now. But the one you can see on your screen now is the accurate colours, as in like it's got a mix of matte black and gloss black, so it all looks very good. But this advanced sample review that was sent to somebody is all gloss, so it's not how it's supposed to be. I hope you guys can see the picture now.
So, do we think that the all gloss one will be the one that's released?
Well, here's the thing: like people don't know because there's been instances in the past where like the sample reviews have been different from the actual releases.
Yeah.
Like the Death to the Daleks ones, as in a few samples of those like were painted differently. So fingers crossed that the actual retail versions are painted accurately.
Yeah, hopefully.
But if it's the case that they're not, I think it's a bit petty when people complain about some little things, but I feel like we've waited so long for this Dalek Sec figure that I would be incredibly pissed off if it wasn't painted how it should be.
Yes.
And I have Al's number, so I should just ring him up and it's like, yo, Al, what's going on? So, in order to avoid many angry voice notes from me, I hope that they get the colour of this thing right. Can you see the pictures that I've shared?
Yes, I can.
The bronze Dalek is coloured differently as well in this prototypes, in this like advanced sample as well. Like it's much closer to the like the progenitor version that they released.
Oh.
But it's got like the gold band, like the midsection, like it's reminiscent of the Metaltron Dalek, which is what it's supposed to be.
Oh yeah.
So comparing the two, like one has like much darker bronze paint apps and one has much lighter bronze paint apps. Now, which one's more accurate out of the two? I don't know. The thing is with the Metaltron, it was painted completely different to all of the other Dalek props, so it's a tough one to call.
Yeah.
But yeah, I prefer this like review sample that someone's got. I think that looks better than the one shown in the promo images. But the Dalek Sec is obviously more accurate in the promo images because like the matte black and stuff. So yeah, that my thoughts. If it turns out that we get the best of both worlds with both figures, then I'm very happy. But if it turns out that we get the worst of both worlds, where we get an inaccurate bronze one and an inaccurate sec one, then I'm gonna be quite mad and not buy them.
Someone has asked, when are these out? I believe they're supposed to be out later this month, right?
Well, that's what they're saying, but who knows? My local B&M only just got the 6th Doctor TARDIS sets in a couple of days ago. So, it's like a month later than all the others. So, for us up north, we get them later. So, it just is what it is.
Yeah, also something just quickly to add on to when we were talking about the 3-pack. It's odd to see that they're not going with what they did with the 6th Doctor and TARDIS, where they
the paint on that thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I actually like that. I said in my review that I think it works pretty well.
Yeah.
It looks better than the Yana one they did back in 2007.
Oh, yeah, the Yana one looks so odd.
It looks really glossy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's odd how they're painting them now.
Yes.
Maybe Tom Baker probably would have looked better if they hadn't have painted it.
Maybe it's just for the TARDIS sets.
Who knows? Honestly, you can't predict anything with character. All you can predict is that sec.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Hello? Hi.
We're back.
We're back.
Slightly awkward. Internet cut out there. I do apologise for that, guys. I mean that happens like once every 2 streams. It's a curse of my internet. Like OBS just disconnects for some reason. But yeah, overall thoughts for the B&M stuff. What are your overall thoughts, Stan?
Fine wave, but not too impressive.
Are you going to be picking any up?
No.
No. That's fair enough. I mean, they are very niche, and like I think that's probably... I wouldn't say that it's a hindrance, because at the end of the day, Doctor Who toys are very niche anyway.
Yeah.
But I kind of wish that they were a bit cleverer with like the figure choices in the 3-packs. It's just been a curse of the 3-packs ever since. It's like when they did like a Monster of Peladon John Pertwee, they should have released a Monster of Peladon Ice Warrior with it as well. Because, well, it's just a repaint. And like with the Zygon set, they should have put a Zygon in the Zygon set. So I think that they've miscalculated a few times, and I think the Deadly Assassin set is no exception. But it's going to be popular amongst customizers, so people will probably buy multiple of those. It is what it is. TPOT, the Parting of the Ways Emperor. Imagine if we actually got an in-scale Parting of the Ways Emperor. That would never, ever happen. Doctor Who would have to be a mega brand for us to get something like that. Like, they struggle to even fund, like, Star Wars sets. Like, Star Wars is massive, and the fan base is massive, and people collect them, but they had to do a Kickstarter for, like, a Jabba the Hutt set, which was insane, because, like, any Star Wars fan would buy a Jabba the Hutt set. But anyway, enough about Star Wars, even though I'm wearing a Star Wars shirt.
Yeah, stop talking about Star Wars.
Stop talking about Star Wars. Do you remember in that Moffat video that me and Lewis did? It's like, stop referencing Star Wars. And I still do it to this day. But yeah. Okay, so next we're going to move on to the prototype stuff, which I am very excited to share with you guys, because they just got listed on eBay. So let's jump on in to the prototype stuff. Now, Stan, had you seen this stuff beforehand?
I think I've seen it. I'm not
which
sure
ones can you remember right off the bat?
I can remember the Family of Blood one, and the Rose, and the Doctor.
Nice. I mean, the Family of Blood one we did already have high-resolution pictures of, the Baines figure.
Okay.
But I mean, we'll get onto him in due course, but I'm going to go through them one by one, because there is a lot, and 100, that's actually quite cheap. 150 quid for the 42 10th Doctor in red spacesuit. Now, what's the difference? Can you tell right off the bat, Stan, what the difference is between this and the official release? We should play like a bingo thing of like the first person to get it.
I used to own this, but without the helmet. Is the difference on the helmet?
Yeah, you got it straight away. But what's the difference?
Is it that bit on top of the helmet?
No.
Is it the 2 things on the side of the helmet?
No. The sculpt's exactly the same.
Oh, okay.
You got one more guess and then I'll tell you.
Is it that it has clear plastic?
No.
Oh.
Okay, so if you look at the neck piece, the bit with like the 2 black things, notice how the red is different from the helmet.
Yes.
So the colour of the helmet is inaccurate, as in like
Oh.
it's a much lighter red than it's supposed to be. And whether or not that's worth 150 quid to you guys, I'll let you guys be the judge. But I'd say that that's a pretty reasonable price considering nobody knew about this prototype. So I'm honestly, I mean, I'm not tempted to buy it, but like if I had a bit more money, then I would be lapping this thing up instantly. But there's some
I'd say it's worth a tenner.
Fair enough. I mean, it is just plastic, and it would probably cost like what 10 pence to make. So, you know, it's all subjective at the end of the day. We've got quite a few to get through, so I'll go through it quickly. The Gel Guard prototype. Essentially, the 3 Doctors Gel Guard figure. There is a prototype of that. The only difference between this and the official release, that I can see anyway, is the fact that the eye isn't painted. So that's kind of a cool one to have. But at the same time, it's like £185 for something which only has one tiny difference. It's it's a one of a kind, but at the same time, it's a bit hard to justify spending that much money.
Is the paint not different at all?
I don't think. I think it's very similar anyway. If it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be like the case, different brown or something like that.
I would say that's definitely worth more than the Doctor in spacesuit, at least.
I don't know. I think I'd probably go with the spacesuit. I think the spacesuit wins for me.
Wow.
I'm gonna look at the chat. There's a version of the spacesuit 10 that's really good with a head sculpt, which is so. Yeah, they use the same head sculpt, but it's painted. Like there's a prototype of the. Because you know how it's got like the waxy head. They did a prototype with the paint, and it looks quite good. If anybody has like a link to that, then please do put it in the chat, because I can't remember how to find it. But yeah, the next few ones aren't anything too special. They're just like test shots. You've got a Perry figure, which is... This is the Caves of Androzani one, I think. So yeah, they're just casted in different coloured plastics. We all know the story is in like it's cheaper to cast them in this coloured plastic to see whether the moulds work. So that's how they end up like that. There's not really anything else to say. The girl in the astronaut, I was convinced that this was a different head. But it might not be. But still, it's really cool to see something like this, like in the raw plastic colours. Like I don't think I've got the Roman Auton and the Laszlo, but I'd like to own something that was a bit more vibrant.
Yeah, that one would be a pretty neat one to have.
And back in the day, there was a prototype of the astronaut with like glowing green hands.
Oh.
As well, which I think Captain Jimmy Pie owns that now. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
We've got a peg doll, which is very self-explanatory. There's not really much to it.
Yeah.
And then this is quite a cool one. You've got the 10th Doctor with 3D glasses, but in a blue suit, so like it's the wrong Tennant variant.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
It's like the standard Series 2 head sculpt. I don't understand why it's on the blue body, because like, didn't the 3D glasses figure come out before Series 3? So it's a bit of an odd choice.
Maybe there was gonna be a scene in Series 3 where he wore the 3D glasses and then there wasn't. Maybe.
I'm willing to bet was probably they were going to re-release it, and they kind of just like were testing to see if the mold was still working, and like just throw it on an old body. That's usually how these things go. Got another test shot, which is just the Leela. Not really much to this. I still don't actually have the original of this figure, the Fendal Leela, where her hair's tied back.
I would love to have the Fendal.
I remember back in the day, like they were on clearance for about 20 quid with those sets.
Wow.
So I really, really regret not picking that thing up. I mean, I'm not a massive fan of the story, but
neither am
the
I.
Fendal looks amazing, and I'd actually love to own one of those. I keep forgetting that they exist. Speaking of the Fendal, we've got an actual test shot of the thing here. This is very,
no way.
very impressive. I do really like this. Just shows how good the sculpt is.
Yeah, it's so cool.
I mean, is it in scale? I mean, I've not seen the figure. I mean, the story in ages. I don't know whether the figure is to scale or not.
I'd say it is.
Yeah. Oh, God, it just makes me want the figure so bad.
I think it's the next one is one that I absolutely love because it's my favorite. One of my favorite figures.
The Drashig in a clear plastic. Oh, that'd be so cool. Like, you stick your hand in it and you can see your hand. Maybe I should just buy it.
Wait, is it still up?
Yeah, it's still up. It's bids
wow.
£225 or buy it now for $315.
Oh, that is so cool.
I know, I want it. It's so bad.
You should get that.
Dude, I have no money. Guys, if you want me to do a review of it, then like support the Patreon. Let's get us up to £315 so I can buy a transparent Drashig figure. That'd be sick. Next up, we got the Melker, which is just another test shot figure, which there's not much to say about this. I mean, I think the Melker is a great figure anyway. One of the best character done. And the Dapol one was amazing as well. I love the Melker. It's so cool.
No, it's not. It's not
a great figure.
No, it's not. Although, to be fair, I don't own it, but it's just not too great.
Well, it's a rotocast figure, so like it's like a really cheaply made one, but
yeah,
the sculpt's pretty good. I kind of wish it had like moss on it and things. I don't think it does. I think that's probably like the only drawback I'd say. And it should have had light up eyes as well. That would have been sick.
Oh yeah, that because since it's rotocast, I could have done that.
Yeah, that probably probably just wasn't the funding at the time. Do I think they'll do a Cult of Skaro set with the better sculpt? No. To put it simply, because they've just released Daleks X, so they're not gonna re-release it. I'd love like a Daleks in Manhattan set where like they do the whole cult, but do like the damaged Dalek Thay as well, with like swappable appendages. But that's not gonna happen. Do I think the new grey they used on the last year's Genesis sets? Or what do I think of the? Oh, I never did a review of those figures. Yeah, it was okay. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about that. We've got an Idris with green hands. Not much to it.
Yeah.
£100. That's not too bad. That's like on the lower end of things. So
yeah,
that's
but the
reasonable.
thing is, it's just some green hands. That's what you're paying for, really.
But it's a one of a kind. As in, no others exist.
I have a one of a kind here, and that's. I wouldn't sell that for too much.
What one of? Go on, I've got your screen up. What one of a kind have you got? I can't see, it's too blurred. The TARDIS thing.
The TARDIS. It's covered in cobweb, that's why.
Time and relative dimensions, ink spiders.
And it wouldn't be a one of a kind, but this was originally one large door, but it got chopped in half, so it's two doors that open outwards.
And so it's like the Cushing box where it opens outwards.
Yeah. And that's where I keep all my Doctor Who DVDs and audios. Because I have a collection. I have a collection that fits into that. That's how small my DVD collection is.
I have too many DVDs. I don't know what to do with them. We've got a test shot Time Lord, which is very relevant now because we're getting a re-release of this thing. Got a test shot Shara's Jack. Not much to say about this other than the fact that it's green.
Oh! I tell you what. Who wants to see my custom Shara's Jack, which went horribly wrong?
I did. Have you got it to hand?
Yep. Hang on, give me a second.
Okay. The new Necros Daleks are so nice. Like with the improvements, I can almost forgive the skirt being wrong. Well, I mean the whole build is wrong if you're gonna go that far.
Okay, so the body is okay. So I'll show you that first.
What scale is this? Is this 5-inch scale? Okay.
So you can see the body there.
Oh yeah, that works. That works okay.
But you ready for the big reveal?
Oh god, no. Hey, that's not too bad. I've seen way worse than that.
Do you see the weird nose?
Kind of.
It's really lumpy.
Honestly, the fact, I mean, it's not in HD or anything, so I can't see like in its true form. But
yes. Yeah, if you saw it in its true form, it would not be too great. But the body's fine. I might just try and get like a better looking head for it.
Or you could try and get the original.
I'm not gonna get the original.
Too expensive.
Yes.
I've not looked at how much they go for, but I'm sure it's probably.
I do have this though. Got this for free.
Sweet.
Because I'm lucky.
You are very lucky. Al sent me 6 pre-production samples for free, so.
Well, Al sent me a prototype.
Sonic screwdriver, yeah. There you go. We're in with the big boys now.
Hello.
So next up, we got the Captain Jack with the different head sculpt.
Oh, I hadn't seen this.
Have you not seen this? Okay.
No.
I think Jimmy Pye owns 2. I think. I think it was one which was rejected by John Barrowman. I think.
Oh, okay.
I think the likeness is okay. He's just got like a really big like jaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. It's got like the waxy paint job.
Oh, it has.
Yeah. It looks a bit awkward as a figure. It looked a bit hunched over. It's not the best, but it's probably not the worst likeness they've done.
Is it just the head that's different on this one?
I mean, it's the head and hands. Like the hands are huge.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they didn't quite get this one right.
Yeah.
Which, happens. And then it from the side as well. It actually looks like him from the side. I think it's just the wideness of the head. But yeah, we've seen that one before. But it was interesting that it's come back up for another one's come for sale. We've got the Master's column, which there is nothing to talk about there. It's literally just pink plastic. And this was a really interesting one. This is the original prototype of the Tuxedo 10 from 2007. So this was meant to be with the Voyage of the Damned set.
Okay.
Because remember when we got like just a normal trench coat 10th Doctor in that set? This was supposed to be in there.
Ooh, okay.
But this is a resin figure, so like it's really brittle.
Oh.
Because like the original like paint masters are always done in resin. So it's...
Ooh, is that a new head sculpt?
Oh, I don't know whether that's like the same one as the End of Time head sculpt, but this is the first time it was ever used.
Because it looks quite odd to me.
Yeah, I think it's the paint which kind of makes it look a bit odd. Like the eyebrows are huge.
Oh, actually, the hair paint is actually way better than usual.
Yeah, the sculpture of the hair it's much sharper. As in, like I really like the way the hair's sculpted. It actually does look like Tennant quite a lot. Like, I'm pretty sure it's the same as the End of Time head sculpt. It's just like there's been like a loss of translation between like the molding process.
Yeah, I mean, didn't we basically get this, but from the Lazarus experiment, just with a different head?
Yeah, but that one has ball jointed arms as well. Like it's.
Oh
kind of
yeah, I
different
see.
figure. Yeah, so I'd love to own that prototype, but like I'm not rich, so that's not gonna happen. Then a mummy robot where like the grey is like a much different color. It's like a beige kind of grey color.
Oh.
Which is funny because I could swear like one of the ones I own has like this color. Maybe I've got a prototype and I don't know about it.
That's
it might be the case. Though.
It's sometimes you just think, hang on, that looks just very similar to one that you've got. I mean, there were quite a few variants of these, weren't there? This doesn't look like a prototype to me. This just looks like the original release.
It is a bit more yellow, from what I can see. But I could swear the one I've got is like this kind of off grey colour, off like yellow kind of thing. But maybe I have to dig in my drawers to try and find it, but...
Maybe it's just because it's been out in the sun for too long.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe he's like trying to sell a sun-faded figure as a product now. Okay, next up, a gel guard again, but the eye's like a bit more pink than usual. There really just isn't anything in it. Not worth £285, I'd say. That's a bit insane.
Yes.
I'm just trying to go through these a bit quick. Got the blue plastic Weeping Angel. I don't know like what series this was meant to be from, but not really anything special. We've got an Invasion of Time set where Score is like, it looks like he's either casted in a green plastic or he's painted in a green. God knows why, but like the back of the box is like from the Face of Evil and not the Invasion of Time, so that's how you know it's a prototype.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. We got the Kylie figure.
Jeez, there really are a lot of prototypes here, aren't there?
I know. This guy was just clearing out his collection, really. I mean, the difference between this Kylie and the released one is that the paint apps are different. That's like the only difference there is. Looks good though. I never thought the paint apps were great on the official release. So now this is the one which has everyone talking, which is the Rose from the Satan Pit. Like we only ever got like a really low res image of this thing. What do you think of it?
Am I supposed to say anything here?
Why? Do you like it? Do you not?
I'm gonna say it again. Meh.
What? Meh. Well, I guess it's different because like I've seen like the really blurred images of the prototype, and now to actually finally see the real thing, like it's.
Does it even have arm articulation?
Well, it's a resin figure, so like the arms are just like on one swivel, so.
Yeah.
It's.
I like the gun.
Yeah, it's all very well painted, but like it's a paint master, so it has to be really well painted.
Mm.
But yeah, it's a different head sculpt for Billy Piper as well. Like we didn't know that.
Yeah, I think. It's definitely the best head sculpt that there's been for Billy Piper, because the rest are just kind of
I quite
rubbish.
like the Series 2 one. I think that one looks okay.
No, the Series 2 one's rubbish.
No, it's actually quite good.
I
Those
hate that one.
It's much better than the Battle Pack version. Much better. But it can be yours for over £550. So
Whoa!
yeah, I
I'm
mean,
gonna buy that with my pocket money.
you're never gonna get a chance to own it again. So like, it's just one of those pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gel Guard. I don't really need to go over this. It's a test shot one, and this is another one which caught people's eye, which is a Kess figure. Like, we had no idea this thing existed. Kess from Planet of the Ood.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I can guess why this wasn't released. I mean, like, it looks a bit... how do I say this politely? It looks a bit fatter than the actual actor is. Like, it looks huge. I'm sure the actor was like, I do not look that fat. So I can understand why it wasn't released. And plus, who's going to pick up pick up a figure of a guard? Like,
Yeah.
it was an
I
odd
mean,
choice.
it must have been a set that was planned, like maybe like an Ood and him.
A Planet of the Ood set or something like that.
Yeah.
With like a Dr. Donna, Kess and an Ood
Yes,
or something
definitely.
like that. That would have been an okay set, but yeah, I think it's a good likeness. It's just like, it's just too big, isn't it? Just doesn't. It's not very flattering. But how much do you reckon that's gonna go for? I reckon it's probably gonna go for like £800 or something like that.
Yeah, probably something around that. Maybe
Yeah.
a little bit less.
God, if I had the money, then I'd lap up all of these prototypes, but I don't.
Yeah. I mean, some people are gonna they're gonna spend their rent money on these.
Yeah, I know. Oh, if only I was rich. And then I'd get something that just gather dust in my bedroom. Yeah. All right. Last on this page is the Vesper form. It's quite cool to see this, like the
Oh.
original test shot version of this thing.
If I were to get one of these, I'd probably get this one. Or the Drashig.
Mm.
This one's really neat.
I mean, I still don't have the original Vesper form, so
Yeah, neither do I.
it goes for insane amounts of money. Imagine if this thing went for like cheaper than the actual Vesper forms go for.
Well, then it's a good deal, I guess.
Yeah, maybe I should jump on it.
How much is it?
£205, and it's got 3 days left.
Right now, that's not bad.
It's gonna go for more than that though. We
Yeah.
should do like, I think I'll probably do like an update in the next live stream to see how much these things went for. Cause it'd be quite funny to see like the price. But speaking of sold prototypes, the seller also has sold some. So like the first one is just like a fully grey Dalek casted in grey plastic, which is neither here nor there. But that's sold for £200, which is pretty insane.
Yes. I mean, all of these are just way overpriced for what they should be. They're just some plastic. But it's us who fans who make them these prices for wanting them. So.
Well, we bid on them, so I mean, like,
Yeah.
what can we say? The Toby Z figure, like, the paint is completely different. It's got lighter markings on the face. It's got a blue jumper instead of a grey one. So that's kind of an interesting figure.
Yeah.
Next up, not much to talk about with this one. Oh, God's sake. Made me click on the wrong thing. The only differences between the aged 10th Doctor and the actual one are the paint apps on the face, and the only difference between the Crash Matt Smith is the tie paint apps. They're different.
Ah.
But other than that, there's not really that much in it, as in just get the official releases. And then it keeps doing that. Never mind. Roboman test shot is what it is. Not much to talk about here.
I quite like that.
It is
I
cool.
think it looks kind of like maybe it could be like a hologram figure.
Actually, this Laszlo actually looks like it could be a hologram because it's like done in a blue plastic.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that is really cool. I mean, there's like loads of Laszlo prototypes hovering around. Like,
Yes, that's true. Because no one actually wants them.
no, maybe that's a hint that they're actually going to be re-releasing Laszlo in B&M.
A Laszlo 3-pack.
Oh god, I would seriously like clear the shelves if they did that.
Yeah.
That would be so sick. I'd love that. Hey, this is actually a pretty reasonably priced one. 65 quid for a test shot figure.
Is
That's
it
not
still
like
that
it.
low?
No, this is a Clara, the 3.75-inch one.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's like a mini figure. You know, you're not really getting that much for your money, but it's at least a lot cheaper.
That's a pretty good price, I'd say.
Mm. And they got another Toby Z figure, but it's exactly the same. But yeah, one of these Captain Jacks with the alternate head sculpt, but with a coat this time.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could just customize it anyway.
It just
The one without the coat.
no, you'd have to be an idiot to do that. God, there's somebody who bought like the fully articulated 10th Doctor prototype and customized it. I was so mad. I was so mad at that person. It's like, do not do that. And I remember Richard said to me, like, are you not tempted to take your box prototypes out of the box? And it's like, what? Are you actually insane?
Oh, I would take them out the box. If I
No,
got
that's idiotic, because at the end of the day, like, those packaging, it does not exist in any other form. So once you've taken it out of the box, that's it. You're never going to get the box things back again. So no, I'd come down to your house and hunt you down if you did that. It's sacrilege. This was an interesting one. Like, I don't think any pictures of this things were released. The 10th Doctor from the Christmas Invasion.
Yeah, I mean, this one's. I do quite like this one. I think it would have been a neat one to have because, like, I do always like the regeneration figures, and although this isn't like a regeneration figure, it's just quite a neat one to have.
Yeah, I like it as well. It's a resin one, so like the parts are bigger than they should be. There's no articulation, yada yada. But no, really cool. Would love to see an official release of it someday.
Yeah,
And I
it should have
kinda-
been in. Should have been in the Tennant 3-pack.
Yeah, it should have been. They should have just repainted a standard Tennant. No, I'm joking. That seems like something they do. But this was a really interesting one. I had nobody knew this existed, apart from obviously the people in the know. There's a Series 2 Rose. Remember how he said he didn't like that head sculpt? Well, look at this
Yes.
one. Look at this one.
I can't see it yet.
It looks like a Barbie figure.
Oh. Hang on. Oh. In a second, I'll be able to see it.
What do you guys think?
Oh, I can see it.
Yeah, like, what is that?
On Earth.
That is just amazing. Oh god, I'm just looking through the chat now. They're kind of just making me laugh. Oh, a discoloured Paradigm Dalek figure. You should show me that. I was watching the Ood 2-parter earlier. That's cool. I never really was a massive fan of the Satan Pit and whatever. I always thought it was very boring.
Yeah, I just kind of thought they weren't that great.
Oh my god, Will. Yeah, you're so right, Will. I won't read that out loud. For the prices.
What did Will say?
Don't read it. Will we ever get Sontaran Strike's right-hand man, Varel? Oh, is this the one in the Two Doctors? Is that what he's called?
I haven't seen the Two Doctors, so I'd have no idea.
I think that's like, I'm doing a Colin Baker marathon, and that's like a couple of episodes away, so... I never liked the Two Doctors. I always found it very hard to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I'm nearing the end of the Fifth Doctor's era, and I'm not looking forward to the Sixth Doctor's era. I'll say that much.
Well, Twin Dilemma has it's got that status for a reason. It is a really bad episode. Attack of the Cybermen's okay, but Vengeance on Varos is like one of the best classic stories. It is so good. It's so dark.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anything can beat the Seeds of Doom.
Oh my god! And sorry, I'm just laughing at Will's comments. Funny. The Cyberman figure. The Emperor of the Daleks is talking about a Cyberman figure. What's he talking about? They could use a close in time Cyberman head to put on the Cyber's body. Well, yeah, like the detailing is much sharper on the close in time Cyberman heads, so I'd like to see re-release of those. But anyway, prototypes. We've got the Baines figure. Like, we've already seen pictures of this thing, so it's not new. Unarticulated, and I think the problem is like it's a bit too big and a little bit out of scale, and possibly the likeness wasn't approved. But it does look like him though. Like I do think it's a good likeness.
Yeah, I think it's a very good likeness.
But the thing is with actors, like they always want something changed about the figure, but it's like, you look like that. It's like when Al did like a 3D scan of an actor, and they said, "Oh, this doesn't look right," even though Al said to them, "We literally scanned your face, so this is what you look like."
I think they got the posture perfect on this figure.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
and it would have been so neat to have like a full Family of Blood pack with all the family in it.
To be honest, I would put money on the fact that they have all been prototyped.
Yes.
But we just never got them. I remember even as a kid, like I really wanted like the Family of Blood as figures, and we didn't get any of them.
Yeah, I mean the only figure that we got from that store was the Scarecrow, which is still.
I mean, I love the Scarecrow figures. I've got like 6 of them, but yeah, a bit disappointing. Now that was the only one.
Yes.
That we had. Wow, my phone's dying, so I'm gonna lose sight of the comments. So I'll have to pass that on to you soon. But yeah, I think that's it for the prototypes. All really cool stuff. If you were to choose one to own, which one would you want? Oh, I know the answer to that. I know the answer.
What do you think it is?
Yeah, it's the Drashig.
Well,
the clear Drashig.
It could also be the Vesper form.
Or the Vesper form. Okay.
Yeah, one of them.
Oh, for me, I don't know. It's got to be one of the unreleased figures. There's something really cool about that Rose, like the Series 2 Rose. Like, I'd love to own that. The one with the different head sculpt.
Yeah, I guess.
Because, like, we've never seen that before. We didn't know it existed, so it'd be really cool to own that.
But why wouldn't you pick an alien?
Because? For the exact reasons that I just said. Like, we didn't know this thing existed, and I'm all about the obscure stuff. It's like I own 2 prototypes which, well, out of the box they've been documented, but in that packaging they never have. I've never done a separate video on those things.
Which ones?
The Chase one and the Scaro one.
Did you not?
No, I mean I think they've been included in a video, but they would never they never got their own individual video.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet. 22 people. I think that's the most viewers we got on a stream. Me and you, I think.
Nice.
22 viewers. While we're here, yeah, subscribe to Stan the Slitheen. Hang on. Let me get the channel up. So we got 22 people. Make it your duty, guys. Your solemn duty. That's probably the wrong word. For your queen and your country, even though the queen is no longer with us. Is that blasphemy? I don't know. But yes, subscribe to Stan the Slitheen. Killer content, and he's got some great things coming out soon. We're going to talk about the Halloween stuff in a minute. But yeah, make sure you subscribe. Go on, plug your channel, Stan. I'll let you take it away. What can people?
So just a new era of the channel is coming along now. Gonna have lots of exciting 60th anniversary content for Doctor Who. There is
nice.
There is a little bit of a break of Doctor Who content for October, but don't worry. I'm hoping to have lots of Doctor Who videos for November. I'm hoping to do reviews of the episodes as they come out. For the
yep, so am I. Yep.
And yes, look forward to content if you subscribe. If you don't subscribe, I will eat a hat, which will not be mine.
No, but you shouldn't say that because like people will want you to eat a hat. So if you do subscribe and Stan reaches 100 subs, then he'll eat a hat.
Yes, I will eat a hat made out of fondant.
Yeah, he didn't say what it had to be made out of, so he's going to eat a hat for his. I remember I did that on my old channel. I think I said, "Oh, when I hit 100 subscribers, I'm going to eat a hat on camera," and then we hit it, and I never ate it. So.
Oh.
I still owe you guys eating a hat. Expect that video next.
Yeah, eat a hat.
Sick. Eat a hat. That sounds
eat
like
it now on stream, Ozzy. It's
I don't have
long
a hat in
overdue.
my room. I don't have.
Long
I might do. Hang on.
Eat it.
Be back.
Hello and welcome to Stan the Slitheen's stream. Oh, he's back. Is he back? Welcome to Stan the Slitheen's stream. I am going to be taking. Oh, he's back.
It's a bandana.
That doesn't count.
But it goes on your head. So
That doesn't make it a hat.
Alright, I'm gonna eat it anyway. Oh, geez, I always made myself gip. So there you go, that counts. So, okay, it's what,
Did you actually eat it though?
It's 10 years overdue. I'm sorry, guys, but I finally ate a hat on stream. I chucked it straight out of my mouth, so... Nice. Let's just have a quick look at the chat, then we're going to have another... just a couple of minute break, because I've been drinking too much during the stream. Yeah, they've never released an Earthshock Cyber Leader, have they? Maybe they will.
They should.
Yeah, we need a new Colin Baker season 23 figure with like the wild hair. Like, I'd love that. That'd be great.
Yes, definitely.
And yes, I would put Rose in a jar. They need to start putting army builder packs in 3-pack. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what I've been saying from day one. Like, they need to put monsters in the 3-packs more, because it would entice me to buy more than one. So. Yeah,
same here.
Come on, Al. Come on. Like, what monster do they need to? I think an Ice Warrior is a good one. Like I said, the monsters of Peladon, Ice Warrior.
I don't really like the Ice Warriors though.
But I love the Ice Warriors. But go on, what monster would you like them to re-release in a 3-pack? It can't be a deluxe figure and it can't be a Dalek, so. Or okay. A Cyberman. Can't be a Cyberman.
The Crinoid isn't a deluxe figure, is it?
I'd say it was. It wouldn't fit in a 3-pack.
Okay, maybe an Auton is too simple, so not an Auton.
Yeah, we've already had an Auton, haven't we? We had in the 70s set.
Maybe the Sea Devils.
Yeah, we've not had a re-release of the Sea. Yeah, I kind of think like, shouldn't they have just re-released like a third Doctor and Sea Devil pack for like when Legend of the Sea Devils came out?
Yeah, they definitely should have.
That would have been a great opportunity to like capitalize on it, but
yeah.
What do I know? Right, Stan's tired, so we're gonna have a 5-minute break, and then we're gonna jump straight onto the 60th stuff. Oh no, hang on, we're jumping straight to the what are we doing? Are we doing? I can't remember. Anyway, it's either the Halloween stuff or the 60th.
Oh yeah, 60th trailer. Yeah, we're doing that next.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Break screen. We'll be back in a minute or two. See you in a minute. We're back, guys. We're back. We both just ate a biscuit.
And I've got another one.
What? Two biscuits. I mean, I had one early, so I've got to watch this because I'm putting weight back on after working in a cafe because I get like free cake. So, Christ Almighty, I'm out of breath from running upstairs. God. All right, so we're gonna go straight to the 60th stuff. We were going to talk about a little bit more extensively, but I think for timing wise, we're just going to talk about the trailer and just a couple of other bits, because we waffle on far too much.
We do,
but it's okay. It's okay. But yeah, let's get the trailer. I've seen it already, but I only watched it once. What about you?
I have seen it a lot of times.
Fair enough. So you'll be more familiar,
yes,
with it. Ever. Oh, just like how Ozzy can tell Al to fix the Imperial sats if they ever do the Imperials again and not use them on the... Yeah, okay. I'll leave Al a voice note saying, can you make sure that you don't put mesh on the Imperial Daleks this time? God, we're so pedantic, aren't we? Anyway, let's get on to the trailer. Now, going into this, you know, I've never been super hyped for these three stories. Like, I am a fan of the Rusty Davis era, but at the same time, it's not my favourite era of the show, so I'm not on the same hype train as a lot of other people are. But I am looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do.
Yeah, I mean, I saw this trailer live, and I was not expecting much. But every time that I thought it was going to end, it just kept on going, and I was like, what the heck? My goodness.
It's a very action-packed trailer. Alright, we're going to... I'm going to play it now. You'll just have to watch... Are you going to get it up at the same time? Might be better to do that.
Yeah, I guess I will.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward to find, isn't it?
Yeah.
On the YouTube channel. But yeah, let me know, guys, what you thought going into the trailer. And are you looking forward to the 60th anniversary trio of episodes?
Almost there. Okay, I am ready.
All right, I'll count you down. So, 3, 2, 1.
It's nice to see like that. There's a pre-trailer thing.
Sometimes I think there's something missing. Like I had something lovely, and it's gone. I lie in bed thinking, what have I lost?
I've got this friend called Donna Noble. I had to wipe her memory to save her life. No! If she remembers me, she will die. So what happens next? The spaceship crashes right in front of her. It's like she's drawing us in.
Oh man, I'm really excited for the Starbeast.
We've got a bloody Martian in the shed!
Don't do it! Oh, I'm doing it again. I don't believe in destiny, but if destiny exists, then it is heading for Donna Noble. And I've got a memory. After a very long time, something's coming back.
Who are they?
Monsters.
There's something so bad the TARDIS ran away.
Yes.
Then we go and kick its ass!
Just can't say that.
Kate Lethbridge Stewart! What do we do this time, Doctor? How do we fight the human race?
Something entered this world.
Oh, but he is recognizing me.
Who is he?
The one who waits.
Open fire!
Why does it have to be this?
Your fight is with me!
I don't know if I can save your life this time.
Worldwide premiere!
Nice.
There he is. Yeah, I kind of forgot how good that trailer was.
Yeah, I love that trailer.
I mean, that's insane. The thing is, just straight away, it just feels like a movie. And, like, it's something I've been clamouring for Doctor Who to actually try and do for so long.
Yeah, I mean, it looks so great.
There's just not been any oomph to the Chibnall era, as in, like, everything's just, like, plateaued and just felt like run-of-the-mill. And, like, there's no exciting stuff happening, whereas this, like, I don't really have any words, because it just looks incredibly exciting. It's just an incredibly well-made trailer. And I'm just hoping that the actual 3 episodes do actually hold up to the trailer.
I think they will, definitely. I think they'll, because I hope at least that they're not going to be too action-packed, the episodes themselves. I hope that the pacing will be good. That's my number one gripe with a lot of Chibnall episodes, that the pacing is really, really bad.
Well, I think, like, Stephen Moffat was, like, the king of bad pacing, in particular stuff like Last Christmas. Jesus. Like, yeah. Doctor Who's always had a very hard time, like, focusing on what it actually wants to do. Whereas I think they've got a pretty concise format for a story here that's going to spread across 3 parts really well. Like,
yes, definitely.
Rusty Davis is a clever enough writer to pull something like this off. I think there's going to be a lot of fan service in particular areas, but I don't think it's going to be like the entire crux of the story.
Yeah, I think I definitely have it kind of figured out. As far as I'm aware, what the episode's going to be. So part 1, obviously, the Star Beast. That's going to be just an adaptation of the Star Beast with a bit of the Doctor and Donna thrown in there. I think it's just going to be a lot of fun. The first one, and that is what it should be.
Yeah.
And it's going to be like a fun celebration of Doctor Who. Part 2, of course, we don't know much about it, but I think it's then going to go to a much more serious tone.
That's probably when the Toy Maker's going to come in, right?
No, I don't think so. I think part 2 is going to have the least of the Toy Maker. I think part 1 might have a few hints of the Toy Maker, and then when at the end of part 1, the Toy Maker stuff will ramp up, and then part 2 will have less to do with the Toy Maker. And maybe part 2 is the Toy Maker trying to keep the Doctor away from Earth while the Toy Maker does what he's doing to Earth.
Yeah, I've heard people say that. Yeah.
And then when the Doctor and Donna return to Earth, the Toy Maker has just complete control.
I mean, that's the thing I'm most excited for, like, the Toy Maker coming back, because, like, in the 60s, the whole thing is that script was written really, like, hastily because they had something else lined up. And it really does come across in, like, the actual televised version that there isn't really much of a story there. I was never a massive fan of the Celestial Toy Maker, but I always thought that the idea was amazing.
Yes, definitely.
But in terms of the actual episode, it's not brilliant. Oh, this whole unit base is like they're just copying Marvel for this.
Yeah, the unit base is probably my least favourite part of the trailer.
Yeah, but I was really happy when, like, the 10th Doctor was like, oh, Kate Lethbridge Stewart, because obviously David Tennant never actually met Kate Stewart, so
yeah,
that's going to be really, really interesting to see the dynamic, and the fact that Kate Stewart never really felt like a proper character in her own right.
Yes, and I did always get that.
Yeah, and I feel like Russell T Davies is going to give it a little bit more
definitely
to do, because she kind of just, like, speaks like this and goes, oh my god, don't. Yeah, she got a very wobbly voice. I always liked Kate Stewart, but I never quite got a sense of who she was. Yes,
she just always seemed that her character was being Brigadier's daughter.
Yeah, which that shouldn't be the case. She needs to hold up by herself. Oh, they're having a conversation in the chat. They should bring back the gothic horror style, like give us more episodes like Horror of Fang Rock, Historical Base Under Siege. Sick. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm probably a bit tired of, like, the Base Under Siege kind of thing with Doctor Who now.
I'm tired of that.
I think it's been done to death, but I definitely want, like, more gothic horror stuff, like, in particular, like Seeds of Doom and things like that. Like you said, Horror of Fam Rock, all that kind of more dark kind of stuff. I'd love to see Doctor Who take a bit of a but this does look like it's going to be quite a an intense 3 episodes, as in it's going to have a very serious tone, from what I can
Well, I think part 3. Well, part 1 will have less serious tone. I definitely think that. I think part 2 will definitely be the most serious, because you can even see in the trailer, David Tennant is he's completely acting so upset by something. Do you have any theories as to what that something could be?
Which bit? The bit where he's like,
Where he's just so upset.
oh, I don't know.
Whatever scared the TARDIS away. What do you think?
Oh, that thing. I have no idea. I'm not very good at speculating, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if it'll be a returning monster or a new monster, or maybe even not a monster at all.
Who knows? Eh?
Yeah,
It could be Tom Baker coming for a final appearance. He's like, oh my god, I can't face him anymore. I don't know. I mean, it's like color graded in such like a blue kind of tone. Like it just all feels very cold and all feels very, very serious. That's what I'm getting from it. But I mean, it looks gorgeous. Like it looks infinitely better than anything we've had in the Chibnall era already. But it's quite funny when they play back the old clips. Like it's so obviously not in full HD. The stuff from Series 4. It just looks really funny when you just look at it in comparison. They really should have like put an effect on it or something. But yeah, no, all looks very good. Beep the Meep looks cool. It's very ambitious for the BBC to want a fully CGI character, especially one that looks like Beep the Meep. But it looks good. I don't know which studio did this. I don't know whether it was Millennium Effects or whether it was outsourced.
Wait, hang on. Wait, what are you saying?
What are you on about?
Do you think Beat the Meep is fully CGI?
Well, from the shots in this, is obviously CGI.
Beat the Meep is definitely not fully CGI.
Oh, okay.
Definitely not.
Sorry, Mr. CG expert.
Beat the Meep is partially CGI.
There you go. Why? Has there actually been on-set photos of...
Yes, do you not remember the first leaks?
No.
Exactly.
Well, a lot of the time, like, practical props are used as reference for CGI. So they usually end up replacing the entire thing.
I think that most of the fur will probably not be CGI.
Well, we'll just wait for a CGI breakdown to come out on
I guess.
Doctor Who Unleashed, and we'll place a bet and see who was right.
Yeah. I think the eyes are probably CGI. Well,
I mean,
definitely.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, that's actually quite a good bet. Like, we'll place that bet now. I'm saying that it's well, at the end of the day, it's some shots it might just be practical, and other ones it'll be fully CGI. But I'm willing to bet like 95% of it is probably CGI.
Whoa, that's a lot.
Mm.
I'm saying at the most 50-50.
50. Interesting. Okay, we'll try and get like a special guest on the stream from Millennium Effects to tell us how it was done. But no, very cool stuff. I am definitely looking forward to it now after seeing that trailer, because like I said beforehand, I was a bit about the whole thing.
Yeah.
But no, looks great. Looks great. What are the chat saying? They should start pushing the kid-friendly limits with gore and stuff. Yeah, definitely. Like they did back in the 70s and 80s. Yeah, imagine seeing like a proper Dalek mutation and like cyber conversion, like properly brutal.
Or why not bring back the Krynoid?
Yep, the Krynoid's like a perfect Torchwood-esque kind of villain. Where you can like make it like really gory. I kind of do hope like one of the spin-offs is like a more mature one. Not quite to the level of Torchwood, because that was kind of just like sex, violence, and swearing for the sake of it. But something a bit more substantial in terms of like the gore and the
Are you saying
horror.
Are you saying that you want a class repeat?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I mean, tonally, I didn't necessarily mind it, but I mean, yeah, class wasn't very good, was it? We should do like a class review on stream. That'd be hilarious. But that means you'd have to watch class. No, don't watch it. It's a waste of time.
Shall we move on to the Halloween stuff?
Hang on, there was just a couple more things. There's the TARDIS photo which they posted on the Twitter pages, which looks really cool. Like you can see like the crackle effect on the console and things like that. So I
Oh
think it's
yeah, yeah.
going to be quite akin to Tennant's original TARDIS, but like a more modernized version. Well, here's a question: is Tennant going to have a different TARDIS from Ncuti Gatwa?
I don't think so.
I'm willing to bet that he does. So that's
You
another
are
bet we're
not
gonna have to
actually
have.
betting any money on anything, right?
I'll bet you a fiver.
No.
Because you don't have a fiver. But yeah, you heard it here in the stream, guys. I think that Tennant's going to have a different console to Gatwa. So.
But the cost of that, just for 3 episodes.
Well, they've got more money this time, so I don't see why they couldn't do that. Yeah. Okay, so last up in terms of the Doctor Who news, there are other bits and pieces, but for the sake of our sanity, we're not going to do any more. We got Doctor Who Unleashed, which is the behind-the-scenes program on BBC Three.
Nice.
I mean, we already knew about this because like they had on-set stuff going on, so we knew that there was going to be a behind-the-scenes thing, but it's confirmed now at least.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely something to look forward to, because, I mean, it will be so cool, because I did not grow up with Doctor Unleashed or Doctor Who Confidential at all. I'm rewatching some of it now, but this is going to be so cool, for straight after the episode, you get to see how it's made.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's going to really take me back to the early days. It's like, well, now on BBC Three we have the Doctor Who Confidential. So that's gonna be quite fun. No, I'm really excited for that. Like, good things are happening to the brand. I just really hope that like it maintains throughout this new era, and they don't pull a Stephen Moffat or a Chris Chibnall and mess things up.
Yeah, I guess.
Bless him, I love Moffat, but God, towards the end of his run, he was a different man. Doctor Who changed him. Anyway, what?
Is that everything?
Yeah, I was gonna say, while we've still got viewers, at least let's move on to the Halloween stuff. So
Halloween.
Am I going first or are you? I wanted you to go first, then I could think about what to say. We had this argument before stream. Do you want me to go first?
I can go first if you want me to.
I mean, everybody's kind of already seen the trailer of mine anyway, so I feel like
yeah, I'll go first then.
Okay, so this is going to be Stan's... I'll let you introduce what the Halloween project is on Stan the Slitheen.
Well, what I'm going to try and... So this trailer is kind of putting a couple of videos together. I've got one that comes out in 2 days, which is... Have you ever heard of a board game called Atmosphere? No, you haven't. I know you haven't. There's no need to answer.
No.
But I did a review of the actual game itself, and then on October the 13th, Friday the 13th, I will be reviewing all the expansions for it, which is it's just a bit of fun. And then I managed to get an interview with the creator of that game, which will be on the 27th, although there are no clips of that in this trailer. And then the main feature is my Halloween special, which is where I find a cursed board game.
Sorry, I need to know.
You can press play if you want.
All right, let's go into it. 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna mute myself.
Going on? Top of the class, but watch out, it's everything.
I don't know.
All right, we're back, guys. That was Stan's Halloween special trailer. Now, I thought it looked amazing, but I couldn't hear anything because it was playing through my streaming software, but no, looks good. So I was just watching it, but I couldn't actually hear what was going on. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And like I said, hop up. I knew people would tune out at this point because it's not Doctor Who, but hop over to Stan the Slitheen to watch the upcoming Halloween content.
Please do.
It will definitely be a fun time. And then we lost 2 more. We lost 2 more. We're on 9 viewers now. We were at 22 and now we're on 9.
We're on 10. We're on 10.
Come back. I need to talk about mine.
Go.
I know. It's just the curse of talking about stuff that's not Doctor Who, right? Oh god. Maybe I should just talk about my life. Yeah, I worked today and I went to work and it was just boring. I served all women and that was it. So there you go. I'll let you guys know if I get a girlfriend through work, but it's not gonna happen. Alright, let's move on to the Mono Supreme Halloween special. A little bit of an introduction. We wrote this thing last year, the Moffat doll thing. We actually wrote like a fully fledged like Halloween special last year with like 3 7-minute stories, but it never got filmed. We just ran out of time. But this year, got Lewis back and said we're gonna actually make this thing happen, and we've started filming it. We've not finished filming it yet. There's someone outside. Can you hear that? Hello, thanks for interrupting my live stream. But yeah, obviously it's going to come out on Halloween, and the premise is Lewis has forgotten Ozzy's birthday present, and he goes to a spooky shop to pick up this very spooky doll. But let's play it for everyone at home. Yo, what's up?
Hello. Do I know you?
Of course you know who I am. I am the Great Mono Supreme.
No, you're Aussie Supreme. And I'm Monotrix.
And has Monotrix remembered my birthday present?
Presents! No, not his size. This place looks legit.
Take this object, but beware, it carries a terrible curse.
Here's your present.
Talking Stephen Moffat doll!
With authentic Scottish stereotype action.
Hello, Ozzy. I believe we have unfinished business.
No! Alright, that was the thing, and it's not showing Stan for some reason. Hang on. Why are you not working?
Hello? Am I here?
Yeah, you're still here, but it's not showing your video. Hang on. Oh. There he's back.
Hello.
Cool. So, what did you think of that, Stan? Did you enjoy my the Halloween trailer?
Yes, I thought it looked very, very professional. Much
Thank
more
you.
professional than mine did, because my videos are not very cinematic.
Oh, it's fine, dude. You're at the beginning of your creative journey. I've been making films since I was like 5 years old. So, and I'm 23 now. So, you know, time, experience, and all that kind of stuff. You got to remember, I got a first in university for filmmaking, so that's where it all comes from.
Yeah.
But what was your favorite moment of the trailer?
The parts with Matt's drop of death, I thought that was just done very well. Where
Thank
Lewis
you.
buys the figure.
Thank you. It's very spooky, and I love like how I managed to achieve the effect of the shop window outside, that's so cool. But we're gonna do a behind the scenes video, like going in depth of how I did all like the special effects and things. So stay tuned for that. Obviously, the full video will come out on October 31st. Not decided on a time yet. Usually, I like to put stuff like that up later. Probably, I don't know, 7:30 or something like that. I think that's probably a good idea. But no, I'm looking forward for you guys to see it. It's definitely one that we're very proud of. Make sure you tune in. Yeah, I mean, we'll just move on to the last segment. If you guys have any Q&A questions for us, then drop them in the comments below. And this is going to be the last, 10 minutes of the stream, and then we'll probably end up going.
I can do another 20 minutes.
I mean, we'll just see. Like, we'll just let the chat dictate like what we talk about.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, get your questions in. It can be Doctor Who, it can be Doctor Who figure related, it can be not Doctor Who, God forbid. It can be Star Wars, but only I would be able to answer that. Ask anything in the chat.
Absolutely anything.
Within reason. We're not going to talk about we're not going to talk about politics on here. Yeah. I've not actually read the chat back, so I should just go back and just make my way through. Yeah, I mean, what do you think the next Dalek design is going to be?
Me.
Yes, you.
It's going to be a Dalek.
Colour.
Hello?
Yeah, hello. You still hear me?
Yes.
What colour do you think it's going to be?
Dalek colour.
Very helpful. Oh no, you're one of these people who's like, it doesn't matter about the design. Design means nothing. Design means everything.
It'd be cool to see like a spider Dalek.
It would. Yes. Get on it, BBC.
Yeah,
I know
like. Oh no, not the ones from Big Finish. I mean like, so a Dalek, yeah. So you have a Dalek, and web comes out of here, and it's all red and blue.
Oh right. So it's like Spider-Man, like he jumps from building to building with webs. Yeah, I think that's probably the best redesign for a Dalek. But no, I think they're gonna go to the classic silver and blue. I'd put money on it. Like, I definitely think we're gonna go back to that design because it's just so popular. Whether or not we'll get new casings, anyone's guess. But I definitely think we will. Yo.
I have a Dalek figure here. And I'm going to try and get you to guess which one it is, okay?
Okay.
So, what story do you think this Dalek is from?
Well, the figure is from The Chase.
Incorrect.
Or is it the Master Plan one, but you just swapped out the plunger?
How did you know?
Because it was like one of two things. I can just tell because of that inaccurate midsection they did. That goddamn inaccurate midsection. I don't know. Yeah, what about my beef with Six Seke?
Oh yeah, he's really angry.
Yeah, I'm so mad with Six Sek. You can soundbite that if you want. I'm so angry with Six Sek. I mean, there's no reason, but I'm just so angry with him. Yeah. What else we got?
Did
more
you
questions,
hear about...
guys. More questions. Oh, someone. Sorry, before we get into that, Golden Gecko said, "Do more customs." If you can grant me some more time, then I would happily make more customs. But my free time is going to learning to drive and applying for jobs in the TV industry. So I've kind of got to weigh up the more important things in life. Go on. Sorry.
Did you hear about the person who said that they have part 4 of the
10th Planet?
Yeah, and then they said that they'd rather burn it than have it seen by public.
That is sad because like that's out of all the missing episodes, like that and Power of the Daleks are the ones that I just want back because it's a monumental moment in the show's history. How we don't actually have... Well, we've got the regeneration, but we don't have, like, the build-up to it. So... It's one of those things that...
This?
Oh, that's I mean, I'll say before that I think the person who owns it probably like found the other three as well. I mean, this is pure speculation on my part, but just didn't want to let go of the last one just for the sake of them being the one who owned the regeneration story. And they'll take it to the grave. Or they want millions for it. I mean, I can understand that, you know, being the only person in the world to own something. Like, I own 2 prototypes, which nobody in the world owns, so I mean, I get that. And Stan's just getting attacked, but let's let that happen. It's fine. It happens. For those who are new to the Monstream live stream, like, something disastrous always happens, so I just given up by this point. Oh, did you know the 14th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver, the standard release? It's actually got the same circuit board as the exclusive version. So that means that you can solder another button onto it, and you can access the hidden colours and hidden sounds.
Oh, that is so cool! Are you gonna try that?
Maybe. I mean, I don't mind taking that apart because I don't like the design, so I don't really care. I should try it. Yeah, and you've got the actual one there. I can't believe your batteries still work, because like I had mine for about 3 days and it just doesn't do anything anymore. Like I barely used it and it just doesn't work.
Yeah, mine still seem to work fine.
The thing I hate about it is that you put it up and then it just like goes down, so you can't display it with the prongs up. Well, I can't anyway. Finally, trash. That's what it is. That review got so many dislikes because I was honest.
What, the Sonic review?
Yeah, my Sonic review.
Jeez, it's strange to think that videos still get dislikes.
Well, yeah, the creators can see them, can't they? It's just that the public can't anymore. You all need to get your questions in, otherwise we're going to leave you.
Is this too dark, or...?
POV Aussie talks about his life and everyone leaves. Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, I always wanted to do like a day in my life video, but it's like, I don't know whether I put it on the main channel or put it on the extra one, I don't know. And it's not really that interesting, because I just I wake up, I go to the gym, or I go for a run, and then I apply for jobs for the rest of the day, and then that's it.
You'll get a good job eventually.
I know.
You just gotta wait for 72 years or hop into the TARDIS.
Yeah, after World War III happens.
After that, yeah, maybe. Oh, I tell you what though, I applied for the Blue Peter competition, and I didn't win. I don't even know if the results are out, but who wants to see my picture that I drew?
I do. You have to remind me of what the stipulations were, like what were your guidelines? So
originally, basically it just said draw anything.
Okay.
Doctor Who related.
Oh, I see.
So I thought, what if the 14th Doctor regenerated into a Slitheen? And then I thought, I'll just draw the 14th Doctor and a Slitheen and the time vortex. I don't know what I was thinking, but here it is.
Ah! That did actually catch me off guard. It's a good drawing, but it caught me off guard. I wasn't really expecting that, I'm not going to lie. That's cool.
It's not too great, but it's...
I like the Slitheen.
Yeah, I'm quite happy with the Slitheen.
Well, I mean, likenesses are hard to draw anyway, so... It's a stylized version, so it doesn't really matter. That's... Yeah. That is cool. You should auction it off and get millions for it. I actually have... I painted a TARDIS at school, and like it's a really, really good painting. Like, it's like a really unique thing. I've often thought about selling it, because I feel like I could actually get a decent amount of money for it, but at the same time, it's mine, so maybe I could sell prints of it.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, I saw someone on eBay, or not eBay, Etsy.
Yeah.
And they're selling this print of a Dalek in a field of flowers, and it doesn't look like a Dalek, and I can tell you why. It's because it's AI, and they say it's like done by them. They are not saying it's AI. And then there's also one of the TARDIS, and it looks so weird.
Let's have a look. Can we find it? What would I type in? Just Dalek landscape thing?
No. I'll go onto Etsy and then look up Dalek in a field of flowers, maybe. I'll have a quick look, see if I can find it again.
Dalek field. Typed in Dalek field. Art print Forest of the Daleks. But those are real Daleks though, so that's not the one you're talking about, I don't think.
No, the one that I'm talking about does not look like a Dalek.
More questions, guys. More questions. Oh, look at these. Oh, someone actually did like a replacement Axon head. That's really cool.
Oh,
dude,
that's pretty neat.
There's so much stuff on Etsy that I've not seen. Like, I really should be sharing the screen right now. Look at
Oh, I found it.
Oh, okay. Put it in the Google chat or whatever. Which one's quickest? Or email it to me, whichever.
I'll put a link in the chat.
Okay. Probably best you email it, actually, because it might not show up in the chat. Because emails generally don't.
I'll just. Oh, it goes over the amount of words that it allows. Okay, I'll email it.
This is cool. That's really cool.
What
just looking at this art that someone drew. That's really cool. And then we got this 3D printed Dalek figurine, that's really nice as well. There's some good stuff on here. And this
if you look up,
head.
There's the thing that I'm gonna get for Christmas is on there. If you look up like Blake 7, it might show up, maybe.
Did you send me that thing?
Yeah, I'm sending that now.
Right.
Sent.
Blake 7 Liberator model kit. Is that it?
Yes, that's probably it.
That is very cool. I mean, I've not watched Blake 7, but I can appreciate the art that goes into it. That is very nice. That is very nice. 3D printed as well.
Yeah.
Filament. Hang on. Whenever I open a new tab, like, I've got to just switch to my webcam just in case, like, I leak any personal information, which I've done before in a stream.
You've done that before on a stream.
I have. I leaked my location once, and I had to. The Monosupreme headquarters.
Oh, that's not good.
No, I know. Let's have a look. Dalek in a field of wildflower. It's not loading yet. I mean, I've seen loads of these AI art things. Yeah, I mean, I can see it, but it's not the full picture. Come on. Oh wow, that's. So somebody's actually selling that, as in like they just
£24.
Typed in prompts on like Stable Diffusion, and they're selling it.
Yeah, and if you go onto their profile, you can see more of them.
Oh, it's okay. I'm not bothered. But that's insane. Yeah, I could become rich by just selling AI art. Why not just do that?
Oh man, there's one of a TARDIS, and there's a person which is teeny that's standing next to it, and the windows are really elongated, and it's got 4 sections underneath the windows, which should be 3.
We'll save that for another stream. That's insane. Right, get your last chats in, guys. Are you going to make a Juggernaut Cyberman? Juggernaut Cyberman? I didn't know that the Cybermen were in the Juggernauts. I'm assuming you mean Davros. And yes, I would like to make a Juggernaut Davros at some point, but I'd do it as accurately as I can. That's why customs take ages, because like I'm a stickler for accuracy. So, I mean, a long-term project I want to do is a Dead Planet Dalek in the same scale as the 18-inch ones.
Yeah, that'd be pretty neat.
Or like a Paradigm one, but like the Paradigm one is like really advanced, so I'd have to like really practice for that, because you have to 3D print the parts for something like that, because it's just so the design is so streamlined.
Golden Gecko has asked, why haven't they made a Jadoon with removable helmet?
Yeah, I always wanted one of those. Always.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could do a custom, because you could just get a helmeted one and non-helmeted one, and then, just kind of mix and match.
I should give it a try, but I don't know whether it would actually fit. That's the only problem.
Yeah, I guess. You'd need to do something about the ears.
Yeah, well, on the 12-inch one as well, like that's
Yeah, the ears on the 12-inch one like kind of fold down when the helmet goes on.
they should have like made those articulated, and like you can just fold them in, and then put the helmet on.
Yeah.
But you know,
Yeah, because the paint does flake off when the.
Yeah. I know what your answer to this is, but I'd love to see the 12-inch figures re-released.
Which ones?
Oh, just all of them, just for the hell of it.
Just all of them.
I mean, obviously you have to improve the sculpts on the heads and stuff. Like I think that they'd have to. Yes. Now that Big Chief have gone out of whatever, like character options could be able to capitalize on that market. You never know, like 12-inch figures.
Yeah, I think
affordable ones.
Yeah, I'd be pretty happy with that, especially like a 14th Doctor.
Yeah, that'd be sick. That would be really sick if they released a 12-inch doll of the 14th Doctor. I'd really like that.
It'd be neat if they did like a 14th Doctor, a Catherine Tate, and then a Beat the Meep. That'd be really neat.
Like a 3-pack.
Yeah.
Really cool. Hang on.
We have come up with a fantastic idea here.
If you were going to redesign the Daleks, what would you change apart from bringing back the paradigm? Well, I can't answer that because I just bring back the paradigm. But I mean, I know I've talked about this a lot on the channel, but I say the same thing as get the structure of the Daleks right. Like have the drones, have the saucer commanders, have the section leaders, have the Supremes, have the guards, the elite guards, and then the Emperor, and then you're good to go. I don't really mind what the design is, just as long as they get that right. And it's not the bronze ones. But my phone's dying, so I won't be able to read the comments anymore, so I'm going to have to leave it up to you, Stan.
Yep.
What else we
Okay,
got?
I can do it, I can do it. The Golden Gecko has said, I'm going to make a Red Movie Dalek soon. And this is, I tried to make a Red Movie Dalek once. My post is still up on Project Dalek, if you want to
Project Dalek?
Yep.
Oh god, I've not used that in a long time.
Oh man, yeah. I don't know why I thought I was able to make a Red Movie Dalek, but then
What
I
scale
thought
was it? Was it 5-inch or?
It was like 1/6, and
okay.
then I thought I could make a life-size Davros, and then I thought I could make a life-size Dalek, and then I realised I couldn't do any of that.
Yeah, the ambition.
So I kind of came full circle.
Well, back in the day, like when I went to my granddad's house, like we tried to make a life-size Dalek out of paper.
Paper.
Yeah.
Life-size.
It didn't turn. It was like 18-inch tall, so it was nowhere near.
Yeah.
Life size, and it probably got chucked in the bin. So, you know.
Yeah, I mean, when I was very young, my family kind of like we all kind of made this Dalek out of like a bin, a part of a washing machine.
I feel like every Doctor Who fan has done that at some point.
Also,
Yeah.
we used to have in our front garden. We used to have like this Doctor Who police box with like, a flashing light on it, which is really cool.
That's cool.
I still have the signage for it.
Well, my cousin actually offered me a life-size TARDIS, and this was earlier this year, because she has a life-size TARDIS.
Wow, did you accept?
No, because I don't know where to put it.
You are a fool.
Where would I put it?
Give it to me.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give you Stan's address, and my uncle can just drive it over. Why
Yes.
not? Why not?
All the way down to the.
The thing is, because I'm such a stickler for accuracy, like, it wasn't based off of any model in particular, so that's kind of another reason why I turned it down. Because I'd want a very specific model.
See, that's like this. This is not based off anything. This is classic Who, Peter Cushing. It's basically every TARDIS model put into one. That one there.
That one behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know which. If I were to own a life-size TARDIS, which one would I own?
I personally would pick up a classic Who one, definitely.
I don't know, because I don't know. I like the bigness of the new ones. I feel like they got a lot of character. Like I love the Eccleston and Tennant one. Maybe it's not my favorite design, but in terms of like props, it's really impressive.
I really like Smith's TARDIS, his first one.
Oh, the darker blue one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind that one. I think I prefer the Capaldi one. I think they just got the proportions a little bit nicer.
Yeah, I like both of them. I don't really like the 9th and 10th Doctors one. It's a bit.
But you kind of got to agree, like it has like a really great ambience to it. Like the yellow lighting like makes it feel like really warm, and it makes it feel alive. Like I think that's a very appealing thing about that prop. And like the toys, they never quite got that right. Like the lights were blue for some reason in the flight control TARDIS. Even though
No, the lights were white.
Oh, white. Well, you know, they were kind of like an off-white kind of bluey color. Like they should have been like a glowing yellowy orange color. Maybe I should modify one. Yeah, I mean it's a very, 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 very pale blue.
No, that is white.
Okay, it's white. I'm just going to agree with you.
Oh, I love this.
Oh, they just needed to make it more orangey.
But
This is something you can do like really easily though. Like all you need is like translucent orange paint, and then you paint the inside of the windows, and then you've got like it lighting up properly. Maybe
I have a custom TARDIS right here, which is going to make you angry because again, it's not based off any model in particular.
I'm so angry.
But it's a new TARDIS, and since I wanted a classic Q one, I just repainted it and added like some TARDIS
No, it
randos.
looks cool. It looks cool. I remember the day of like everyone buying like the TARDIS money banks and painting them like classic TARDISes.
Yeah.
Because Batman did. I did that as well. I repainted the money boxes, classic boxes.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of added some new texture onto it with some glue, which turned out okay. And the window, I just tried to make it look old and used and battered, which it kind of does.
That looks cool. Hang on, let's have a look. Why haven't they made a Jadoon with remote? Yeah, we already read that one. I'm going to leave. I need to hurry up about getting my supper. Okay.
Speaking of which,
enjoy your supper.
I will need to leave like very, 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 very soon.
That's fine. I was thinking of rounding up anyway. Just getting these last questions out of the way, and then we'll. If I can make a monster from Doctor who would it look like, and what would its name be? Who would it look like? Well, they've already done Donald Trump, haven't they? So I can't really do that one. One that looks a bit like Liz Truss, maybe, and like it has a lifespan of a week and then it dies. Maybe that would be. You can't steal that idea.
You see that on the next episode of Doctor Who.
The what?
You see that on the next episode of Doctor Who. Clearly,
Yes.
Russell T Davies was watching.
Well, it feels like something he'd do. Can I make a Renegade Emperor's Guard? No. Can I make a Juggernaut audiobook Davros? Oh, I already talked about that one, maybe. I'm going to make a Red Movie Dalek. Cool. Can you make a Ninth Doctor Master? No. If the Red Dalek turns out to be good, I'll try and make that one. Good. And could you make a Saucer Pilot Dalek? No. Have you heard that Al Jura said about making a modular classic TARDIS because the molds are breaking from the current B&M ones? Oh, right, so they might change the sculpt. But they don't need to make any more classic TARDISes. We've got so many. Re-release the 7th Doctors and then you're done, okay? You don't need to do any more. Can you make a custom naked John Pertwee with shower cap from space? Just for you, Renato Walton. Yes. Okay, that's going to be my next custom. You think I'm joking? I'm going to make that. But I don't have a spare John Pertwee head, so send me a spare John Pertwee and I'll make it. Right, closing words, Stan, what have you got? Good final words. And final words from me are watch the Halloween special from myself and watch Stan's. Make sure you subscribe to Stan's channel, and thank you very much to everyone for watching, and I bid you the bunny. Alright, Stan, you're very hard at work there, and you've turned into a bunny.
Yes, I'm editing.
Nice. Speaking of edits, look forward to the shortened versions of the live stream tonight. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye.
Goodbye.